WAF. So WAF full form is anyone. What is WAF full form?
Web application
Web application
firewall.
firewall.
Exactly. So what is the difference between web application firewall and next generation firewall? Anyone? What is the difference between next generation firewall and web application firewall? Can you
Web
guess?
application firewall is in between of proxy and next generation firewall.
Okay, that is deployment side, but it's not a main difference. Main difference.
Next generation firewall has artificial intelligence and machine learning capability, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, even WAF also has both. Even WAF also will do same thing.
I'm in the driving actually, RK. Just shuffle the question to somebody else. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
WAF is used to block the URLs, and next
Okay.
generation is used to IP addresses.
Not exactly. WAF, okay, web application firewall, it will prevent. Already we provided long back. You are not reading all these definitions.
Next generation firewall monitoring the inbound and outbound traffics.
Okay. Okay.
But web application firewall prevent and blocking the application layer, something.
Okay. So yeah, I will give you the definition. So you can go and read all these guys. Here I provided full list in the definition. Very first, I think second class or third class. Please go and read all these. So web application firewall. Web application firewall, it will block against WASP top 10 category of the attacks as per OS layer dedicated to layer number 7. On the other hand, next generation firewall, it will prevent all the attacks from layer number 1 to layer number 7. That means how many layers we have? Total 7 layers as per OSI. So, but it will not the full-fledged layer number 7 attacks mitigation, but partial thing it will do. So next generation firewall, it will block all the attacks from layer number 1 to layer number 7 in the voice layer approach. Okay. On the web application firewall side, it will block dedicated to layer number 7 attacks only. Nothing but application layer attacks only. So that is the main difference. Yes, you are right. So next generation firewall will monitor inbound traffic and outbound traffic based on the policies or based on the actions what are we defined. Either it will block or allow or deny the traffic. So web application firewall, it will prevent against all the layer number 7 attacks, nothing but WASP top 10 category of the attacks. That is the main difference. WAF is a subset of next generation firewall. WAF is subset of next generation firewall or not? Did we see security profile can be configured in the next generation firewall or not? Okay, go back to our next generation firewall topic. So here you can see WAF, security profile, antivirus, URL filtering, DNS filtering, file blocking, proxy, voice over IP, Wi-Fi, app control, SLSS infection, IPS IDS, WAF. So WAF now is a subset of next generation firewall, but it will not do full-fledged whatever dedicated WAF is doing, but at least it will do 70% of the whatever dedicated WAF is doing. So now which one is great, next generation firewall or web application firewall?
Next generation
Next
firewall.
generation.
Exactly. So that is the main difference, guys. This is what you have to say. So in such a way, they will ask what is the difference between firewall and proxy, firewall and next generation, sorry, firewall and NADS, NAPS, and proxy and web application firewall, and NADS, NAPS, and web application firewall. So they will ask in the different ways also. So WAF, it will prevent against layer number 7 attacks. Nothing but application layer. As per voice layers. And also it will block WASP top 10 category of the attacks. Nothing but that is application layer attacks only. So that is application layer attacks only. It will block all the layer number 7 attacks. So those layer number 7 attacks also called as WASP top 10 category of the attacks. Now, so as we discussed in the EDR, DLP, encryption, HDS, HAPS, next generation firewall, proxy, and also NADS, NAPS, in the similar email gateway, same thing we can go and we can discuss about licensing, design, deployment, implementation, and what are the policies we have to configure, and what are the backend detection methods. Finally, what are the tools are available in the market. So first one is licensing. So licensing is depending on first factor is number of end users. Second factor is total number of applications because it's application firewall. Next one, total number of sessions. Fourth one is total number of concurrent sessions. Next one is total number, application throughput or bandwidth. Throughput means how much consuming, it is consuming bandwidth whenever the users are accessing. Based on these parameters, now we can go and we can choose the suitable model number of the web application firewall. Okay, so that is the licensing option. Next one is implementation or deployment. So the deployment name is called as inline method or promiscuous mode. So inline method or promiscuous mode, meaning here we have to connect in parallel, not in parallel. So we have to see here, as per network architecture diagram, in the DMZ zone, one of the connection we are giving to, okay, so web application firewall, one of the connections we are giving to non-critical server, one of the connection we are giving to email gateway. So basically that WAF is in parallel to firewall, guys, in parallel to firewall. In between proxy and also in between ISP router, in between proxy and ISP router. Okay. In the cloud architecture diagram, I think better I will open. You can see this one. So firewall, we are giving this connection doesn't mean that, okay, so this one will, it will be like that. So basically this connection will be like this. So for WAF is a parallel to firewall. WAF is a parallel to firewall. That means it is inline in between proxy and ISP router. Whatever traffic is going to firewall, same traffic will go to web application firewall also. This is data center or on-premise network architecture diagram. If it is a cloud, WAF will come here basically, directly. I already told you that time itself. So if it is a cloud architecture, directly WAF will come as a first. After that, firewall will come as a secondary. So if it is an extension file, if it is on-site or data center or on-premise level, so it's like a parallel both. So now how we can define this one? In between inline method or promiscuous mode, similar to like a proxy, similar to like a NAPS. What about NADS? What is the deployment method of NADS?
Spanner method.
Excellent. Spanner method. What about EDR tool?
Agent and server.
Agent and server. Right. What is our NAPS?
Promiscuous method.
Inline method. Not promiscuous.
Yeah, correct. What about firewall?
Inline methods.
Root mode, layer 3 mode.
Root mode or layer 3 mode?
Switch mode or layer 2 mode.
Yeah.
High availability.
High availability.
Transparent or virtual.
Okay.
Spanner mirror method.
Which one is very popular method?
NAT mode.
NAT mode or layer 3 mode or root mode? Yes, that's perfect. Always you can do this comparison so that you can understand easily. So that is about implementation or deployment. Next one is the security policies. So security policies, what are the different types of policies we have to configure? So we have to configure these policies, guys. Broken access control. Okay. So next one is cryptographic failure. So next one is injection policy. Next one, insecure design. Next one is security misconfigurations. Okay, so all these are top 10 category of the attacks we have to configure basically. So these top 10 policies, not only these top 10 policies, additionally, we have couple of other policies as well. Example, cross-site request forgery, buffer overflow attack, session hijacking, okay, man in the middle attack. So around 15 to 20 policies we have to configure along with these top 10. Okay, so those are all the policies. So what are the policies we have to configure? OS top 10 category of the attacks. Additionally, session hijacking, whether DOS policy, DDoS policy is applicable to application layer or not. DOS policy, DDoS policy is applicable to application layer or not. DOS policy, DDoS attacks applicable to session layer or not. Are you getting what I'm asking? Whether DOS attack will come to application layer or not.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, DOS attack is not only applicable to transport layer, but also it is applicable to application layer also. That's what I said even when we were discussing about DOS and DDoS attacks. Okay, understood, right?
Because
So,
of service rate, sir.
yeah. So couple of times whenever you are accessing the applications, buffer will happen. So that buffering we have to suspect as a DOS or a DDoS also, but not exactly. Couple of times more number of requests will come, application will become less speed. So it doesn't mean that DOS or DDoS attack it's happened. So DOS policy and DDoS policy we have to write. So in top 10 list, one of the attack is not listed basically. One is buffer overflow attack. And also we have one more attack very famous is called CSRF attack, cross-site request forgery. So these are all the couple of policies we have to configure. Now, whenever any attacker is trying to do hacking related to top 10 category of the attacks or maybe session hijacking or DOS or DDoS or buffer overflow or cross-site request forgery, whether this tool will block it automatically, whether tool will block or allow or maybe it will alert it automatically. Will block or not? Yes or
Yes,
no?
sir. Yes, sir.
Are you sure?
Because
Yes, sir.
in the definition itself, it says that preventing and blocking.
Preventing, that's correct. But if your policy is configured, that doesn't mean that it will go and it will block it.
Okay.
We have to think one more thing. What is that? Anyone? Someone said previously.
Detection methods.
Exactly. That's perfect answer. That's what I'm looking. Detection methods. So these detection methods also, what are the detection methods it will support WAF? Anyone?
Common, regular, signature based and machine learning.
Signature based and machine learning.
Exactly. So till 2020, only signature based it is supporting. After 2020 pandemic, whenever it is started, even every WAF vendor is supporting machine learning also. Machine learning and artificial intelligence, I'll put both. So these two, we have to, these are the detection methods. According to these detection methods, either it will allow or block or it will do alert notification. Now,
Sir,
what
here,
are, yes, please.
here a signature method means the known attacks, right? If we get any attack in future, if similar type of attacks will happen in future, it will automatically block, right? That is signature method.
Yes, correct.
Machine learning or deep learning or artificial intelligence means that is unknown attack, right?
Yes, correct.
If one attack is happened right now, that is it will become under artificial whatever machine learning or deep learning. After getting this attack, this known attack, right?
Yeah, after creating the patch, every vendor, they will become unknown to known. So
Then it
within the 1 or 2 days, not directly same day itself. So now maybe today one of the attack is happened. So maybe that will compromise, maybe it will not get compromised. If it is getting compromised, then what vendor will do, whatever system it is got, application is getting compromised, for that one, they will go and they will create a signature. So think about coronavirus. After coronavirus, everybody got, then only these pharma companies, they went and they created vaccination and medication. Understood? So now this machine learning, if you are implementing, alert notification will come. So that may false positive or it is not happened really, or may true, but something got compromised. For that reason only, we are required to investigate that really false positive and true positive. So couple of times, yes, it will get compromised. Couple of times, it will not get compromised. It depends on what type of incident we are receiving. So this is basically we discuss part of EDR itself. This is not only applicable to our, okay, so web application firewall, even this concept is applicable to our SIM tool also. In SIM tool, that concept we can call UBA, user entity behavioral analytics. Okay, so nothing but machine learning, artificial intelligence, deep learning, along with the data science. Okay.
Yes, sir. Here my exact question is, for example, firstly, that worm attack, worm malware attack is happened. That is the first time. That similar type of attacks means that example is Stuxnet, right? In future, that Stuxnet will happen, then automatically signature method will block.
Yeah, why? Because vendor already they will create a signature and they will update their database on the regular daily basis.
Yeah.
Or weekly basis.
Yes, sir. Yes, coming to first time that worm attacks coming, it is under, it will under became that machine learning or
yeah, the machine learning only. That's right.
Yes, sir. After getting one of the attack, then similar type of attacks will become under signature method.
Exactly, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, that is, I'm a little bit confused.
That's correct only. Whatever you said, that's right.
Yes, sir.
Now tools, what are the different types of tools are available? Anyone just can try? What are the tools are available?
CrowdStrike?
No. Akamai is number 1. Barracuda.
F5.
Imperva. Yeah, right. F5. Okay. AWS WAF. Next one is Azure Application Gateway. So Akamai is right now number 1 in the market. And Imperva 2016 to 2021 almost. Imperva is right number 1. And Barracuda also almost. F5 also. And AWS WAF and Azure Application Gateway. So they are not giving that much competition to these products. I'm not sure why these cloud service providers are not focusing on security at all. So I don't know why, what is the reason? I'm suspecting this one from long back. Example, so Amazon Web Services or Microsoft company or Google Cloud or maybe Alibaba or Oracle or IBM and so on. So they are not focusing on security side, full-fledged capability like whatever third-party tools are supporting. Example, I will give a couple of scenarios. So vulnerability scanning side, right now, number 1 tool is Nessus. In the Amazon side, AWS Inspector is there. In the Azure side also, Azure Inspector is there. But whatever Nessus is doing, that much capability is not doing by Amazon Inspector and also Azure Inspector. So functionality wise, very less features are there. In the similar way, example, SIM tool. SIM tool side, IBM QRadar is number 1, Splunk is number 2, Exabeam is number 3, Logarithm is number 4, Mecca is number 5. But coming back to, okay, Amazon said Guard Duty. It's an utter flop, basically. I don't know what is the reason why Amazon company is not at all focusing on the SIM tool side of Guard Duty. Is at least Sentinel, it's okay, well and good. It is giving a lot of competition to know Splunk and also so IBM QRadar. But they are charging more money. So in the similar Google company, not at all focusing on SIM tool and security itself. So in future, what my guess is, these companies, cloud service provider also, they will give more weightage to the security. Now, whatever cloud service providers, WAF or inspectors or vulnerability management tools, or maybe SIM tools and so on. So their R&D team of the cloud service providers, they have to work on this one as a priority and they have to implement. Why? Because now everywhere is a cloud, and so on. So if I'm using Amazon Web Services, why I have to go and I have to use a Splunk? If I'm using now, okay, Microsoft Azure, why I have to go and I have to purchase Akamai instead of application gateway of Azure? Why can't these cloud service provider, their R&D team, they will go and they will work on these features and they will give a lot of competition to these products. So definitely this one is going to happen as a revolution. And these companies, cloud service providers, they will give a lot of competition to these products. It will happen very quicker way, maybe within 2 years maximum. Okay. So
But as you said already, that Gartner report is taking some bribe or something. So maybe that is also one of the biggest reason.
that is correct only, but even I validated several times practically. Forget about theoretically, Preeti. So couple of times we tested all these tools with practical POC, proof of concept. Splunk we deployed and Guard Duty we deployed. Splunk is doing 100% correct. Guard Duty is not doing not even 10%. What a Splunk is doing. So that much, okay, disparity is there between, okay, cloud service provider of Guard Duty of SIM tool and also Splunk tool. So not always bribe they will give to the, I mean, at least, okay, so if 10% difference is there, okay, I will agree with you, whatever you said. And Gartner, maybe they are giving, they are taking money and they are making all these tools are a #1 tools as per Gartner later quadrant. But not even 10% disparity is not there, difference is not there. Almost 80 to 70% difference is there. If you are doing practical testing. So they have to work on these tools, features, implementations, and so on. Let's see how it will go in future. So these are all the tools on the web application side, and these tools we have to implement. So that is about WAF.